Okay, Stacy here with part 2 of Stacy's kimchi sauce with gochugaru sauce put in it. All right, so in my previous videos, about 40 minutes long, took me a while to get all the vegetables prepped and cut up, and that's what we got here. So here's all our vegetables prepped and cut up. They've been soaking in the brine for about a half an hour. And so now I'm ready to pour them out onto my pan and to dry them. So you'll just strain that through a strainer. I've got just a traditional strainer here, so I'm gonna pour that all out. And look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful. Pour that out into my strainer. There's everything being strained. Look at those beautiful vegetables in there. Everything looks so good. So I'm just going to press down on these, and actually I'm going to let that set and drain in this bowl with that weight for a little bit, and then after it drains in there for a little bit, then I'm going to pour it out onto this pan that has a tea towel on it, and I'll let it kind of air dry more. So we'll do that here in a minute. All right, so the second part, we're going to talk about the sauce. So let's get the sauce put together here. All right, so first part, I already talked about our dried lion's mane's gone in here. I reconstituted that. Dried maitake, I reconstituted that, chopped it up really good. I don't have fresh garlic. I prefer fresh garlic in here. I don't have it in the house right now, so I like those pieces chopped up because you get that spicy bite. But instead, we'll just add that garlic flavor as a paste. It looks about good. Do that amount. And again, what I'm doing here to make this sauce is I have soy sauce, fish sauce, the gochugaru, honey, rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, and sesame seeds. Those are all about equal parts, according to your taste, but I would say equal parts of each of those. I'm going to start with about 30 mils of each of those parts. So let me grab all those ingredients. Fish sauce, sesame, rice wine vinegar, sesame soy. All right, we got it all going on here. All right, so we'll start with our soy sauce. And you know, it's up to you. It's on your budget, whether you use, for some of these things, where you use just like a Walmart super cheap soy sauce like this guy, or you can buy a thing of soy sauce like this. It costs like $60, been aged 10 years. You're definitely going to get different flavors on each, but if it's not super critical important to your recipe, you know, you can kind of adjust and change these things. Trying to get my soy sauce open. Oh, there we go. So we got the soy, fish sauce. Where's my fish sauce? I got this guy, Red Boat fish sauce. Just bought it. Let me make sure it's opened. How do you open this thing? Oh, you pull it. That's what it is. Pull that guy if you got the strength to do it. All right. Pull that guy. So we got the fish sauce, soy sauce, fish sauce. This is my gochujang, or gochugaru is the chili that goes in there, but gochujang, if you want to look for it online, you can get something like that, or in your local grocery store. So gochujang, honey. Oh, let me talk about the honey that we're going to put in here. I'm going to use Red Belly honey. We're acquiring this brand. These were honeys that were infused by bees, not humans. The bees were fed a beet CBD slurry, and the bees produced this honey that contained the CBD in it that they had eaten. And it's really good for the bees too. It keeps them protected from pesticides, all of that. So come get this from us, and you can use this in your recipe. And I'm hoping to get this in the food shed soon as well, as soon as I have time to pitch it to them. So we got the honey, and then we got the rice wine vinegar, some nice seasoned, aged rice wine vinegar. It opens the same way, that pull tab. Rice wine vinegar. Dink, dink, dink. I already did that. Sesame oil. Imperial Dragon sesame oil. And then your sesame oil. Put that open. And then your sesame seeds. Alright. So I'm going to start with the seeds, because they're going to be the least sticky. I'm doing about 30 mil of each. So there's 30 of our sesame. That's a lot of sesame seeds, but that's it. Sesame seeds. And then this is the sesame oil. Oh, it smells good. Then our rice wine vinegar. And then our soy sauce. Soy sauce. And again, I'm starting with, I might double this later, see how much we need. But I'm starting with 30 mil of each. And fish sauce. Good stuff. Now the honey. I'm not even going to pour it in there. I'm just going to eyeball it. Might be a little bit more than 30 mil, but I like sweet stuff. And then the gochujang, gochugaru, gochujang. I'm gonna put about 3 times the amount that I did of everything else. Everything else is a 1-to-1, and then the gochujang is basically 3 times the 1. So whatever you put in of fish sauce, you want to put in 3 times the amount of gochugaru. All right. So that is our mix. Honey, rice wine vinegar. I think I got everything in there. Grab a little spoon, give that a stir. Oh man, it smells so good because of all that sesame that's in there. There's my sauce. I don't know, is that going to be enough sauce? That's my sauce. Some more salt. I'm doing my video right now, my gochugaru sauce, my kimchi sauce. So this, I think I'm going to put like a little teaspoon of this salt in here, and then taste it and see how it is. So I'm kind of salt and pepper to taste. And I might add maybe another 10 mil. We'll see what kind of volume we have going here. And there's what that looks like. All right, now here is that sauce, that gochugaru sauce. And you can kind of see with the volume that I have here. And then this is my volume of vegetables right here. So I don't know, I feel like that's a little light on the volume, especially since I put all those reconstituted lion's manes of maitake in there. It's a, it's a super thick sauce. Let me taste this. Let me just taste this guy on its own. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That is amazing. I just think I need a little bit more sauce to pour over everything. So I'm going to do another 20 mils of everything. So that would have been a 50 mil total. So 20 of the sesame oil. Oh, that is just a perfect combination. Another 20 mil of the soy. Another 20 mil of the rice wine vinegar. Another 20 mil of the fish sauce. And a little bit more honey. I think it's this red belly honey. Ooh, there's a big chunk of honey just came out of there. I think it's the red belly honey that's making this so good. Oh, those seeds are really good in it too. Do not skimp on the black sesame seeds. Another 20 mil of the gochujang. Okay. Mix that up. I'm going to taste it again, and if it's not salty enough, I'll add a little bit of salt. Although, let me taste these vegetables. Actually, I'm not going to add any more salt because I soaked my vegetables in a salted brine and I didn't rinse those. I was going to rinse them, but I didn't rinse them. So they're kind of salty tasting already. They're just drying out right now. I laid that all out on a platter and it's drying and I just tasted it. That's pretty salty, so I don't think I need to add any more salt to my mix here, but I just want to taste it and you can see kind of now it's way less chunky and I got a little bit more volume in there. It's kind of how I figure things out. I'm going to go as I go along. Grab another tasting spoon. That's amazing. I think I want a little bit more ginger or garlic in there. Man, a piece of this dipped in there. I'm gonna try that. This is the ginger. Oh my gosh, I should just bottle that ginger. Oh man, that was so good. Okay, so we got that. You know, one of the points besides the salt is you need the salt for preservation and to prevent the, you know, bad microbes from growing and stuff. So salt's important. All right, so that's all of it. Now I just need to put it into a container that I can cure it in for a little bit. I wonder if that'll all fit in this container. That would be amazing because I like this little guy. And then I can, you know, let it set for a day or whatever, a half day. This is really done to be made fresh, so you can kind of eat it right away, or you can let it cure for a few days. So I'm going to, let's see, will that fit in there? I don't think it'll all fit in there, but let me try. Let me see if it will fit. Now I'm gonna have to do 2 of these, I think. Wish I had another one on me. Could do a jar. One of those and one mason jar. That's what we'll do. So I'm just putting my vegetables that have dried. They're not super dry, but they're not sopping wet like they were when I first washed them. Whoop! Dropped a piece on the floor there. You don't want that, Tater. That's a daikon. Radish. It's kind of spicy. you can just really squeeze this stuff down, you know, put your back into it. All right, I'll leave a little head space for the, all right, got everything. All right, so here we go. Got that guy, we got this guy. And now we're ready to just pour our sauce over it. Actually, I'm going to spoon it in so we get kind of equal measures of everything here. And stir and then spoon. When you're using two separate containers, you want to make sure they get equal mixes of that maitake and lion's mane mushroom. Hopefully this will all seep down. I might need to make more sauce. We'll see if this covers everything after it sits for a while. All right. Okie dokie. Sticking my spoon down in here to let this kind of make sure it covers everything. In fact, I might just do that because I don't know, this is taking a long time to drain. And I think what I want to do instead is mix everything into one bowl first. Then I will put it into these containers. Let's do that. And that way everything, I thought maybe this would penetrate down, and it might over time, but this will speed it along. Let's get everything covered really good first. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's get everything really good and covered. Coated really nicely. Oh, this way I can double check my salt too. Get that all covered good. Oh yeah, that's plenty of sauce. See, it didn't seem like enough sauce when I just put it on top of the jar, but now that I've got it in here, some of that water is being released from the kimchi, or from the vegetables. Okay, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Now let's do a tasting spoon. Give this guy a taste. Try to get a little bit of everything in there.
I think I should have cut the ginger up even smaller. Hopefully, after a day or two. Usually ginger kind of softens in its flavor. Whoa, yeah. I got a little, just a tiny piece of ginger in that sample. I think I should have chopped my ginger up way smaller. But like I said, I'm kind of sensitive to spice, and a lot of people aren't. They want that spicy kick. And you're definitely, I would definitely call this a ginger, even though you hardly see any ginger in there. But when you get that, when you get this little piece of ginger right here, get that little bite, that'll light you up. All right, then now I can put this back in to my containers. And then now is when you want to pack it down really good. I like doing it this way too, because I can kind of see the scoops of stuff that I'm putting in there, and if I'm missing some stuff, I can kind of remix this up a little bit. This stuff is amazing. I don't know, I might jar this up, might make up a HACCP plan for this. Might decide to sell it. We'll see. All right. That's all that's done. I'll clean that rim off with a clean paper towel. Then we can go ahead and cap it. I'll leave a little headspace for the gases and stuff that might be developing over the next few days. And there you go. Beautiful Stacy's kimchi from Hempstock Farms. Try it at home or stop by the shop. We'll have a jar of it in the fridge and you can try it at the shop. See if you like it. And then you can make some from home. Get a basket from Adama Farms. Go to Adama Farms. They're the ones that have these amazing radishes. I think are just so beautiful. All right. Thank you for watching.